Hey guys, welcome to the session by Intellipad on Informatica Big Data. So today we are going to discuss about Informatica Big Data guys. So usually business analysts use self-service tools to manage data quality tasks concurrently, right? So now we can use Informatica Big Data Management for quickly identifying and resolve data problems hidden across the enterprise guys. So before moving further, please subscribe to our channel guys so that you will never miss an update on our upcoming video. Now let's get started with the agenda guys. In the first module, we will see how can technology act as a fuel to the next decade of big data. And then, we will go through some of the reasons to choose Informatica Big Data Management. After understanding the purpose, we will be introduced to Informatica Big Data Management guys. Once you are introduced to Informatica Big Data Management, we will try to understand the advantages of Big Data Management over the Power Center guys. And then we will try to understand the architecture. And finally at the end, we will go through the best approach for choosing Hadoop execution engine guys. Now let's see how can technology act as a fuel to the next decade of big data guys. So the world is generating, preserving and analyzing more data per year than in the previous 10 years guys. So you know what? The digital data is forecasted to cross 163 zettabytes by 2025 guys. So we are looking at 10x growth in the data from 2016. So at the pace of business increases and the organizations face overwhelming competitive pressure to transform their businesses, so there is an opportunity to modernize and optimize data architectures to enable data to become a strategic asset guys for the organization decision making. So you know what? Big data gives organizations the luxury of using more data for analysis than ever before guys. So according to the new digital 2020 reports provided by Data Reportal, more than 4.5 billion people are using the internet guys at the start of 2020. That means nearly 60% of the world's population is already online. So these are some of the countries with highest number of internet users guys. But does the big data that you rely on comprise quality data guys? Let's see. So improving big data quality gives you the confidence to make trusted decisions guys and seize new opportunities and streamline your business processes guys. But when dealing with big data, even a tiny percentage of error can lead to millions of bad records guys, trust me. So not all the data needs to be cleaned to same level. Financial data needs to be reliable, healthcare data needs to be accurate for quality care, and your social data has to be a minimal cleaning requirement for spotting trends guys. So guys, stakeholders, projects and business applications, guys, they need to access trusted data, right? So it is time for a holistic approach for managing data quality. So for this, Informatica integrated with big data provides a robust set of cleansing solutions guys. So its agile data architecture delivers reusable rules and compliance data monitoring services guys. So usually business analysts use self-service tools to manage data quality tasks concurrently, right? So now you can quickly identify and resolve data problems hidden across the enterprise. So let's see what are the reasons to choose Informatica Big Data Management. So guys, when you evaluate big data processing engines for data integration performance, you need to consider some key points before making any kind of decision. So the first thing is performance. So guys, when we talk about performance, it is the key factor to evaluate any kind of big data processing engine, right? So let's look into some areas before picking any kind of big data engine. So the first one is concurrency. So guys, running concurrent jobs at the same time is very common in data integration scenarios. So you have to make sure that your big data integration tool performs well when you run concurrent jobs. So let's say for example, Spark has some limitations as related to concurrent job execution. So your Spark starts a new yarn application with every job. So this means that if you run 10 mappings, Spark will start 10 yarn applications, right? So there is no reuse of resources between applications. It means any data integration tool which packages only Spark will also have the same issue, right? And then memory utilization. So guys, there are use cases for in-memory processing engines such as Spark. But not all use cases are fit for Spark processing, right? So Spark needs a lot of memory guys. So much like traditional RDBMS, Spark loads the process into memory and then keeps it there until further notice guys, just for the sake of caching, right? So if Spark runs on Hadoop Yarn with other resource demanding services, or if the data is too big to fit entirely into the memory, Then there could be some performance degradations for Spark, guys. So as you all know, Spark is very well suited for use cases like interactive queries and machine learning processes that need to pass over the same data many times, but batch use cases such as data integration are different, right? So for batch ETL, even if you give more memory, it is not always helpful, guys. An engine which works well for in-memory use cases won't always work well for high volume or high throughput batch ETL processes. And then performance benchmark. So guys, whenever you evaluate a performance benchmark from software vendors, you have to keep in mind that you are evaluating a big data software for big data management use cases, which must include performance and scalability, guys. So TPC benchmarks are the best way to provide a vendor neural evaluation for the performance and price to performance ratio, guys. When we talk about layer of abstraction, guys, we have seen the big data landscape change tremendously within few years, right? So it continues to change even today, guys. Let's say, for example, both the development of Yarn for resource management capability and the migration from the MapReduce programming framework to Spark as the new processing engine. So guys, these all were fairly recent developments, right? So today Spark is the talk of the town. So Spark might be a great engine today, but tomorrow another engine could step into the spotlight, guys. So you must determine which vendor provides the layer of abstraction so that you are not tied to a particular processing engine. Let's say, for example, a code generating tool is tied to a specific processing engine, guys, because it generates the code only for the engine it supports, right? Requiring you to understand what the code does when migrating to another processing engine. So just by asking the simple question of whether or not a software vendor supports an abstraction layer, you can future-proof your big data management platform against the changing big data technologies, guys. So guys, when we talk about breadth of functionality, whenever you begin your big data journey, we just look at the entire journey, right? So today big data is much more than just big data integration, guys. In order to be successful at big data project, a software vendor must talk to you about the big data management framework, which consists of big data integration, big data governance, and big data security, guys. So breadth of functionality is an important factor when talking to vendors, guys. So a vendor who claims support for only a processing engine, just like Spark, has already defeated any chance of success for your big data project, guys. So when you're looking for big data software that provides functionality for your entire company, from just a business analyst who needs to profile data on Hadoop or provide data quality rules or governance for the big data landscape, to a developer who needs to be able to parse complex files or build complex transformations, remember, guys, big data management is much more than whether a tool can perform join operations and aggregate data. So what you need to ask is how the tool or platform handles different data formats, parsing, standardizing, normalizing, data quality, data matching, or data masking, guys. So you have to check, can the processing engine dynamically manage a variety of data types? You have to ask for the detailed list for the functionality that might encounter or need in your big data implementation, guys. Now let's get introduced to Informatica Big Data Management, guys. So Informatica Big Data Management was introduced to handle big data exclusively with some new processing engine capabilities, guys. So it has a GUI based integrated development environment that basically organizations prefer to use for building their data integration, data quality, and data governance processes for their big data platforms. So Informatica Big Data Management also has a built-in smart executor, guys, that supports various processing engines just like Blaze, Apache Spark, Apache Hive on MapReduce, and Apache Hive on Tej, guys. So guys, it was basically released in the year between 2014 to 15, guys. It was just an upgrade to Big Data Edition. So guys, it was introduced just for enabling your organizations to process large, diverse, and fast changing data sets so that you can get insights into your data, right? So we generally use Big Data Management for performing big data integration and transformation without writing or maintaining external code, guys. Now let's go through some of the advantages of big data management over Power Center, guys. So Power Center has been there around more than 20 years, right? So guys, Developer Tools was launched to make some advancements of technology. So guys, I have already mentioned this thing in the previous slide that Informatica Big Data Management supports processing engines, and they are Blaze, Apache Spark, Apache Hive on MapReduce, and Apache Hive on Tej, right? So guys, big data management supports ad hoc job runs. So guys, you can monitor ad hoc jobs on Monitor tab. And they have the jobs that users run from developer tools or analyst tool. So guys, one more feature is added to big data management, that is dynamic mapping. So guys, Informatica Big Data Management has an inbuilt smart executor to choose the computation engine at runtime and taking smart decision, which is the best execution engine for the scenarios. So guys, now let's go through the architecture. So we can use the administrator tool for creating the application services. So guys, application services provide the functionality for the Informatica domain operations, right? So we can create the application services for using with the analyst tool. So when we talk about model repository service, this service manages the model repository, guys. So the analyst tool, data integration service and the administrator tool stores metadata in the model repository, guys. So when we talk about data integration service, this service is an application service that performs data integration tasks for the analyst tool and the other external clients, guys. So when we talk about analyst service, this service is an application service that runs the analyst tool. So the analyst service manages the connections between the service components and the users who access the analyst tool, guys. So guys, you associate a data integration service with a profiling warehouse and a data object cache database. So you associate an analyst service with a staging database. So guys, when you create these application services, you select connections to these databases, right? So a database connection is a domain object that contains connectivity information for relational databases, right? So you create the connection objects before you create the data integration service and analyst service. So guys, these are the various features that are present in Informatica Big Data Management platform. So you can implement governance, you can implement security, you can do profiling, and you can do processing, and also you can do push down on Hadoop as well, guys. So you can use things like polyglot computing, as you can see on the screen. So there is also something called Informatica Native, guys. Those of you who have worked on Power Center before, you would know that Informatica mapping or workflow that you have created in Power Center was using a Java code internally, right? So it also used to execute as a Java process on the Informatica server machine. So guys, the same thing can be happened in Informatica Big Data Management as well. So if you are using Informatica native engine, so however you can make this process happen on Hadoop as well. So that is one of the main advantages of Big Data Management, guys. Okay guys, now let's go through the best approach for choosing compatible Hadoop execution engine for a mapping in Informatica data engineering integration. So guys, you all might have a question, what is the best approach for choosing compatible Hadoop execution engine for mapping in Informatica data engineering integration? So guys, Informatica data engineering integration was earlier known as Big Data Management, right? So it supports the execution of mapping in Hadoop environment, guys. So for running the mappings in Hadoop environment, you have to choose the execution engines among these things. So they are Spark engine, Blaze engine and Hive engine, guys. So guys, it is recommended to select all the Hadoop execution engines as shown in the screenshot while running mapping in Hadoop execution mode using Informatica data engineering integration. I hope this session was informative, guys. If you have any queries, please feel free to comment below.